That's
You
it?
both nailed it.
I said 20,000.
All right, here we go. Let's talk about Black Lives Matter. So this guy started it, and here's what he said. Read that.
I'm not going to stand up to show pride in a flag for a country that oppresses black people and people of color. To me, this is a bigger
Oppresses
football.
black people. It's bigger than football. Oppresses black people. And we're talking about violence. This initially emerged as a result of violence against black people, killing black people. Okay? Go to the next slide. What's it take? This is from just last week in St. Louis. Protests that arose as a result of the police killing a young black man who was running from them, and they were driving away from them, and where all sorts of things happened. But the police officer got off, and so people went out into the street. And so the question is, what's it take to get people out into the street?
I think it takes I don't know, just killing, when they realize their own people or their own kind is getting shot or getting killed or being oppressed by the cops. That's when it just takes them this is just it. I have to.
When you're talking about in terms of police officers eliminating people of color, black people, my thing is this. I don't like the fact that every time something like this happens, it's summed up to race. And what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Look at it like this, bro. When you look at a black person being eliminated by a police officer, and your initial thought is to sum it up to race, this only happened because he was black. You're already, and you don't even know it, you're putting white people on a pedestal. You're putting other races on a pedestal. Because you think, you think that they are so far above us that they just want to eliminate us just because of our skin color. And it kind of dehumanizes us as people, because when you are looking at us saying, this can only happen because of our skin color, what about the good things we do? What about the bad things we do? What if they did something bad and they deserve that? But when you look at this and say, they didn't do nothing bad, and you're implying that we can't do bad, this stuff should never happen to us ever, no matter what we do, you're saying we can't do no bad. And when you say we can't do no bad, doesn't that automatically mean we can't do any good either? We're just a product of however someone else treats us? No, it's not true. We have free will. We control our lives.
Protest.
I have to protest. It's done.
Yeah.
Something happens, something I see, it's done. I'm out. I'm in the streets. So let's look at the data, because I see signs like this. Police must stop shooting us. It's a genocide. I was going to put a sign up and I didn't take it down. Someone had a sign that said, it's a genocide of black people. Genocide of black people. Okay?
What?
So we're going to look at the data here. Go to the next one. People were killed by the police in 2016. How many people were killed by the police in 2016? What do you think?
I don't know.
No, that's okay. No, guess. That's what this is about.
I'm gonna say 1,000.
This is all people.
Small people.
All people.
Wow.
100,000.
I think 1,000.
What do you all think?
50,000.
Come up with
20,000.
Say it to
20.
the person next to you. What do you
It's
think?
about 20K.
Dude, what do you think?
20K. Y'all need to guess too, though.
500?
I don't know. I just always
What do you think, bro? What's that? 200-300? What do you think? How much?
like it was last time.
All right, here we go. 2016, 963. Okay?
That's
You
it?
both nailed it. You're good.
I said 20,000. I was so off. This is crazy. This is insane.
Okay. And who are these people?
Wow, that's really good, though. Not good, but that's really low.
Who are the people that got killed? Of 963, how many do you think were black?
I would say about 600 will be black.
600.
And then like the rest
Dang.
will be like maybe Hispanic.
600 were black. What would you say?
Probably like 500.
How many were black? Turn to the person next to you. Come up with a number.
Probably like 100.
What do you say, bro? 300?
47%. Yes, it.
Dude, how many?
I hate feeling stupid. I don't.
557.
Dude, how many?
It's probably like 100 people, bro. Low key.
All right, you ready? Next one. Okay, so here we go.
Oh.
233. Dang.
I'm surprised.
Okay. So we're off, right? If you're, what do you think about that number?
This is actually kind of surprising. I honestly thought it would be more black people because they.
And this is what I'm saying, bro. We already have the mindset of victims. Now, it's just a victim mindset. Like, you automatically assume that you're being oppressed or being held down. And the whole time, it's not even happening. And I'm not saying it's not, but this is just an example. She says, she just assumed half of the people who got eliminated were automatically black. Like, you just assume that your struggles are worse than they actually are. And that's one of the biggest problems I personally see. Let me know what y'all think.
Show more black people getting like. I know. They like make it seem like black people are always getting like killed by the cops more than. That's all I see. Media like on Twitter. I only seen one video of a white guy getting shot like 7 times. That was just like a couple days ago.
What would you say?
I find that kind of surprising too, but like I agree. Like I see more media like showing.
And people are getting their advice from freaking Twitter and Instagram, bro. That stuff just shows you what you already are prone to see. Like, it's not real life. Like this, like it would be different if you come on a platform like YouTube and you're actively searching for a video or somebody actually sitting down giving you real information, a well thought out video. But if you're just scrolling, the algorithm, it wants to keep you on. It's going to show you what you want to see. So you're like, well, on Twitter, Twitter? Be for real. Be for real.
Black people getting killed by police than white people, so it's probably just like in my mind, since I see it more, then it happens more.
Okay. So go to the next one. So here's U.S. population by ancestry. Okay. So here we are, 63 right now in mid-2016, 63% white, 17% Hispanic, Latin. You see the numbers, right? So let's break this down and what we're talking about. Next slide. So here's the likelihood of being killed by the police. This is not, if you're doing illegal activity, this is just breaking it down. So you have 1 in 250,000 for black people. White people, clearly you're less likely to be killed if you're white. And are those numbers large? Are those numbers large to you?
Yeah.
They are?
Like
Is 1 in 250,000, is that high?
no. I don't.
Go ahead, no, go ahead.
I don't really know. Like it's a lot. Like that ratio is a lot different than the rest.
It is a lot, but I will say it is a lot lower than every other race. That is crazy. I want to know why.
You can, okay, hang on. Okay, why don't you answer it in the same way that you answered the other question?
It depends.
Yeah. I asked you the same question. Is
I
that high?
I know. Yeah, no. It's not high, but it still does depend on the situation. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
No, hang on. I'll help you though. No, I'm not trying to trap you, by the way. The same answer flies here. Because it just depends. It's high. It's still 1 out of 250,000 is still high.
Yeah.
1 out of 250 million is high. If you're that one person, and if that's your family, like if that's someone in your family, doesn't matter if it's 1 out of 250 million. It matters. If your father's the only police officer that's hurt in the line of duty in all of the next 10 years, that's still too high. It's still unacceptable to you, right? What do you think about the number, 1 in 250,000?
I actually think I don't know. I think that's pretty high, just because it's like a person. No matter, like, every life matters. So like, I think 1 out of 250,000 is like. I honestly don't know.
Okay, but listen, can I throw something at you now?
Yeah.
Okay. We haven't talked about what people were doing who were killed by the police, right? So if I'm a criminal and I'm trying to shoot her father, and then her father's partner, somebody shoots me, then that's not a high number. That 1 in 250,000, I was trying to kill somebody, and I guess.
But that's facts, though. Like, that is facts. Like, we kind of remove any context from it. Here's what we do. We just assume that the cops are automatically wrong, which is the craziest thing ever. Like, the cops who are made to protect you, and you automatically just assume that they're wrong. Like, oh yeah, that's too high. What if they did something bad? Like, people commit crimes. People commit crimes. So yeah, like, you just assume that the cop is automatically wrong, as if every time someone, I guess, gets eliminated by a police officer, it was a mistake. He didn't say that. It didn't say it was a mistake.
Shot in the process. So that's not inherently a problem. It's either I kill this innocent person, like if I'm going to try to kill you, let's say, right?
Yeah.
And somebody shoots me,
Yeah.
you're like, thank God you shot that knucklehead, right?
Yeah.
So right now, these numbers don't really mean a lot. Are we cool? They don't really mean a lot because we don't know what they are. So we can say, well, yeah, look, it's 1 in 250. Well, clearly, black people are more likely to get killed. Well, maybe black people are doing more things to provoke the police. So, like, we don't know that. We really don't know yet. So we got to go further. You see, like, you got to keep going further. Are you there? Are you following me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, man. Are we cool? Got it? This is a thinking class right now. I'm walking you through some thinking. Okay, go to the next one. So 233 black people were killed by the police in 2016 out of a population of 39 million.
Dang.
Okay? How would you answer
Dang.
that young man's question? Am I next? How would you answer his question? You
I would honestly say yes.
I gotta pull out the calculator for this junk. She said she would say yes. Yes, I have a calculator. I'm an engineering student. So let's go back. 233 out of 39 million. So this is algebra. Quick math. 233 divided by 39,000. That's 39,000. Add 3 more zeros. 39 million. Jesus Christ. And then you gotta make it a percent. Oh my goodness. The percentage is so low. This is like, it's 5.97 times 10 to the negative 4th power. That's 0.000597%. I think. I don't know. But it's not even a 1%. It's not even a 0.1%. It's not even a 0.001% chance. That's how low it is. So for you to say, yeah, you probably aren't next.
I would honestly say yes, because I just feel like, I don't know, like, I feel like it's harder being a black male.
But what do you mean?
Like,
He's saying, am I next?
Yeah.
Am I next? You're saying, yes, you are next?
I mean, like, not like, I mean, like, he better watch out the things he does.
Okay, got
because,
ya. Watch out.
And this is the problem, bro. The statistics at a certain point don't even matter. It's like, she's already made up her mind that, yeah, like, you're probably gonna, like, it doesn't matter. The numbers don't matter. You're actually closer to a 0% chance than you are to a 1% chance of this happening, which is insane. You're closer to a 0%, like 0 as if It never happens, ever. You go your whole life, it's never happened. 0% chance of rain, mean it's finna be the Sahara Desert outside. Then you are to a 1%, meaning you are closer to zero. Like, come on, bro. And you're still saying, yeah.
Yeah, just watch out because, like, he's kind of like a target, you know? His appearance, he looks like a typical black male, so...
Okay, so if he's holding a sign and then I'm holding the sign, or like, I don't know, somebody else who looks more like him, a white guy and a dude, that dude over there who looks like a hippie, right, in the front row. If that dude's holding a sign, you're going to say, yeah, this guy, you should watch your back more than that guy.
Yeah, that's my opinion.
Okay, no, that's cool.
Yeah.
What would you say?
I
hate when people have opinions that are like statistically inaccurate. Like, I get it, it's your opinion, but opinions can be wrong. Like, statistically, you are wrong, bro. Just because you say it's your opinion doesn't mean like you're entitled to it. Everyone's not entitled to your opinion. If your opinion is wrong, you're wrong.
I think that opinion does make sense. Like, I agree with the, like, watch your back thing, but also, like, watch the situations you get yourself into as well. You know what I, like, if you're in a more dangerous situation, then more can go wrong than if you're not. But I do agree that, like, if a white guy was holding that sign, it would be more likely for the black guy to have to be more in danger of getting hurt than the white guy.
Okay. All right, let's go one more. Are we cool? Is everyone following here? Are we good? Okay, we're going to go one more. Ready? So how many of the 963 people were unarmed? This is what we're talking about here, right? Remember the story? It's like if I got a gun to the two of you, right? Like I have a gun to your heads. That's very different than if I'm just like walking up next to you or behind you and somebody sees me and shoots me because they think I'm going to do harm to you, right? It's like very different. If I have a weapon, if I don't have it, if I say, hey, I'm going to kill these two people and I'm standing here and I have no weapon on me, I have nothing, and the police shoot me anyway, it's very different than if I'm standing here with a knife saying I'm going to kill these two people. Okay, are we good with that? So how many of the 963 people were unarmed? How many do you think were unarmed? Of the 963. What do you think? Unarmed. 963. We're talking white people. How many do you all think? Turn to the person next to you. What do you think? How many of the 963 were...
I'd say about 10% were probably unarmed.
Unarmed. Okay, here we go. Go to the next slide.
48?
So here are the numbers. This was the most comprehensive analysis of the data done by a
48.
research team at the Washington Post. It's not 100% accurate, but it's pretty accurate. So 69 unknown, but unknown enough that they didn't throw them in the unarmed category. So they were... You assume that the likelihood of being unarmed is equal percentage-wise, ratio-wise to the other. In a vehicle, can we be clear about a vehicle? That's a vehicle trying to run over, please. Toy guns. A lot of those people, of course, were committing suicide in all likelihood because that seems to be a form. What do you think about that number? Hang on, can I ask you first? What do you think about that number? You said 600. 500, and you said 400. We're unarmed. You said 500. We're unarmed. What do you think
50?
about that number?
I'm actually kind of like shocked. I honestly thought like, I'm not saying like the media, like I don't know. They just made it seem like the
media lies to you. Just say it. They lie to you. They keep it a buck. They tell you something that's not true, and you're forming opinions based off of what they're saying.
guy was innocent, he was just trying to go about his way. But I don't know, like I don't know the numbers they took or the guys they took it from or whatever. But I just think it's just crazy how 517 had a gun. I would think it would be less than that.
Yeah. Okay.
To be honest,
yeah. So you certainly think it would be more,
Way
especially
less than
given
that.
what you just said about looking at your Twitter feed and
Yeah.
Facebook and social media and so on, right?
I mean,
This just shows you how much society lies to you. This basically means it's a 0% chance of something happening to you if you're unarmed. and black. Like this, and I'm not just saying that. Statistically, just if they were armed, it's still a 0% chance of you getting murdered. But if you're unarmed, fool, you literally have a higher chance of getting struck by lightning. Like, that's how low the chances are. But yeah, if y'all have any more suggestions for me, comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this video and these two young ladies. And so, I'll see you.